iPhone question. Let's first understand the meaning of this sentence. Creating applications for things ranging from silly stuff like virtual watermelon seed spitting and uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring, third-party companies will continue to make the iPhone a force of creative destruction. Now, the meaning of this sentence appears to be pretty straightforward. What it's stating is that third-party companies will continue to make the iPhone a force of creative destruction. And how will they continue to do so? By creating applications for things ranging from silly stuff, and then it provides an example of that silly stuff, virtual watermelon seed spitting, to uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring. So this sentence, the key thing to note here is that it's providing the range of applications that these third-party companies create. They create range of applications that range from silly stuff to uses as serious as. So the context of the sentence is such that there is a range of different kinds of applications that these third-party companies create. So we need to be careful about that, and clearly, as we'll see in the error analysis, the idiom from X to Y has not been used correctly here, and part of that idiom is in the non-underlined portion of the sentence. So again, this question as well denotes the importance of understanding the entire sentence and not just focus on the underlined portion. So now let's move on to the error analysis and delve into this a bit more. So let's split the sentence into its individual clauses. Creating applications for things ranging from silly stuff like virtual watermelon seed spitting and uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring, third-party companies will continue to make the iPhone a force of creative destruction. So companies will continue, that is our subject verb pair, and there is only one clause here. We could not find any other clause marker, so there is only one clause. Now let's see, there are no pronouns here. The verb will continue makes sense. It's stating that okay, this will continue to happen, so it's a simple future tense. Now let's look at the modifier, creating applications for things ranging from silly stuff. Now this modifier modifies third-party companies, and that makes sense. Third-party companies create applications for things ranging from silly stuff. So this modifier makes sense with the subject of the following clause. And by creating these applications, third-party companies will continue. So it makes sense for this modifier to modify this entire following clause. Now let's look at like. Now here, from the context of the sentence, we know that silly stuff, the sentence provides example of the silly stuff. So there is one example here, virtual watermelon seed spitting. Now we know that whenever we have to express examples, we should use the idiom such as and not like. So this is an error here. We should not use the word like to present examples. Now that's our first error. Then there is another idiom here, ranging from X to Y. So notice that ranging is in the non-underlined portion of the sentence. So we may miss out on this error if we don't focus on the non-underlined portion, and that's what we were discussing in the meaning analysis. So ranging from silly stuff and uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring. So here, even though and uses as serious as is written, it should actually be ranging from silly stuff to uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring. So this should be to instead of and that's our second error. So we need to correct these two errors and find our correct answer choice. So we'll proceed on to the answer choice analysis next. Let's look at choice B. Creating applications for things ranging from silly stuff such as virtual watermelon seed spitting. So here you're using such as, so that's correct. And uses, okay, so again we're using and, so it still has that idiom error here, so this is incorrect. And it is third-party companies that will continue in the making of. Now in the making of the iPhone, that is very wordy, so so this is not correct. Also, it is that is also not the most precise manner to express it. We can easily make third-party companies the subject of this clause and have a very precisely written sentence. So we have three errors in this choice B. Choice C, such as virtual watermelon seed spitting, two uses as serious as real-time intensive care patient monitoring. So here notice two and both of these, both the errors in the original choice have been taken care of in choice C. So it appears to be fine, but let's continue reading. iPhone will be continued to be made a force of creative destruction by third-party companies. Now here, they've changed the clause into in passive construction, and apart from making it more wordy, what this does is it creates a modifier error, because now creating applications supposedly modifies iPhone, and iPhone does not create applications. I mean, it's the third-party companies that create applications ranging from silly stuff to serious uses, and that's what drives iPhone to be made into a force of creative destruction. So we have a modifier error here, and that is changing the intended meaning. It's distorting the intended meaning of the sentence. So choice C is incorrect. iPhone is being modified by the non-underlined modifier. So again, this exemplifies the importance of putting the entire sentence into context, regardless of whether a portion of the sentence is underlined or whether the entire sentence is underlined. Let's look at choice D, such as virtual watermelon seed spitting. Again, this error has been taken care of, such as, and then two uses as serious as, this is also taken care of. Third-party companies will continue to make iPhone a force of creative destruction. So yeah, I mean, this sentence appears to be correct. It corrects the errors and it doesn't change the intended meaning. Choice E, such as spitting of virtual watermelon seed and using in serious real-time intensive care patient monitoring, third-party companies will continue making iPhone. So here, the modifier still modifies third-party company, such as error has been taken care of. But notice this, now it appears as though silly stuff such as spitting of virtual watermelon seed and using in serious real-time intensive care patient monitoring. So it nonsensically combines the two absolutely different lists. I mean, instead of saying that ranging from silly stuff to uses as serious as, it now basically, by making this and using it, basically makes it unnecessarily parallel to spitting here, and basically makes these two things as examples of the silly stuff. And at the same time, it no longer maintains the idiom ranging from, completes the idiom ranging from X to Y. So this choice actually has two errors. Again, it's very important to understand the meaning and put the entire sentence into context. So choice D is the correct answer here.